Quebec Outfitters Camp is brought to you by Fréchette et Fils Marine, Quebec Outfitters, Remington, and Can-Am VRP. Welcome to another adventure with the Quebec Outfitters Camp. This week, the action starts in Clova, a small logging town in Quebec's Haute-Mauricie region. It's here that Air Tamarac Outfitters welcomes its guests for fly-in fishing excursions. Our anglers are expected at the headquarters of the Blanchard family, who own Air Tamarac Outfitters. Eliane Bédard goes over the basics to ensure the fishing is top-notch and the air travel problem-free, as always. Liftoff is soon, and all baggage must be weighed. Air Tamarac's reputation for bush flight safety starts before boarding, with nothing left to chance. Experienced pilot Michel Tremblay is once again at the controls of the trusty Beaver, with a cheerful hula girl for company. From the air, the team marvels at the breathtaking Quebec wilderness and the vast water resources accessible via Air Tamarac's float planes. The outfitter has over 20 comfortable cabins on the Gouin Reservoir, Lac Charlotte, and Lac Hebert, all of which teem with hungry hordes of pike and walleye. Lac Hebert is the backdrop for our fishing tale. As soon as the plane touches down, the field team hurries to welcome our angler couple. This is Dominique Beaulieu's and Marie-Hélène Joly's first fishing trip with Air Tamarac Outfitters. They've chosen this destination to hook up with some nasty walleye while enjoying the remote beauty only fly-in fishing settings can provide, with the help of their guide, Dan. The action comes fast on Lac Hebert. A first walleye falls victim to Marie-Hélène's jig. Here's betting that others will soon follow. Even shortened by the plane ride and post-arrival preparations, this quick outing has already showcased some of the fine walleye that Lac Hebert holds. But now it's back to camp. Specializing in off-the-grid accommodations, Air Tamarac has over 20 comfortable log cabins where guests can immerse themselves in a tranquil setting that harkens back to the time of the famous Coureurs des Bois. All interior spaces have been designed to blur the distinction between cabin and lake. Rain or shine, guests enjoy a sweeping view of Lac Hebert. The cabins all use propane for lighting, heating, and the appliances. A barbecue and wood stove round out the amenities. And no visit is complete without a trip to the fish house, which is well ventilated and screened against insects. The place definitely comes in handy when you fish Lac Hebert. After a good night's sleep, our anglers are back in the saddle and eager to make the most of every minute on the water. mood on the boat is festive, no doubt caused by the abundant walleye. The fish are hot to trot this morning, and the rods each take a beating as the fish hold the lake bottom.
C'est le record, là!
Walleye will take a bait gently and swim away, with you none the wiser. Setting the hook on these wily fish is an art in itself.
Oh! Dessus? Ouais, je l'ai. Yes.
Voilà.
Ah! C'est parti! Oh, ouais!
Here, the average catch is 2 to 3 pounds, but with fishing pressure so low, it's not uncommon for big spawners to smash a jig in search of a meal. The guide's rod is taking a good pounding. Sometimes experience is hard to beat. The pleasure cruise draws to a close, and our anglers' bellies are rumbling. The 16-foot boat makes a beeline back to camp for some grub. It's outdoor cooking at its finest as everyone chips in to concoct a memorable meal. The delicious aroma of foil-wrapped vegetables, chip-crusted walleye fillets, and succulent T-bone steak soon wafts upwards in a mouth-watering haze. Though Air Tamarac Outfitters offers American plan getaways, our anglers are on a housekeeping plan where they make their own meals. This way, they're free to follow their own schedule and feast when the walleye aren't. Our couple are taking it easy this morning, but why get up at the crack of dawn when the fish stay active even under a blazing sun? The boat is loaded with the essentials for a day-long outing. Today's lunch menu will include tender, freshly caught walleye fillets. It's perfect vacation weather, but what about the fishing? Life on Lake Hebert is worry-free. Simply find the walleye schools and hold on tight to your rod. With a fishing frenzy in full swing, only keeper-size walleye will be put aside to preserve the lake's abundance and generosity. The rocky point provides a double drop-off that predators love. As waves hit the point, they drive sediment and bait fish into the area. The warm noon sun inspires our trio to stow the rods for a break. Lunch will be served on an island equipped for that purpose. There's everything an outdoor chef could need. Burner, extra-large pan, oil. All you have to do is ask the guide and provide the fish. Now that's what I call fishing. With surgical precision, the guide slices the choicest morsels and shares a few tips with his audience. While the potatoes gurgle happily in the hot oil, the fillets are tossed in a special mixture known only to Air Tamarac guides. Chef and team alike join in to savor the feast prepared on this island for outdoor gourmets.
Hey, santé, hein? Sit down.
Lake Hebert has numerous sandy beaches where guests can take a refreshing dip. The shallow, sun-warmed waters encourage Marie-Hélène and Dominique to indulge in some fishy antics of their own. After a quick dip, it's back in the boat towards a new underwater structure. The guide knows that the waning light will soon drive the walleye into a feeding frenzy. The new location gives Dominique a wake-up call. Previously ignored, his wobbling soft bait now gets noticed. The judges award a 10 out of 10 for a perfect hook set and total rod control. Well played, sir. This bad boy easily tops 3 pounds. The laughter and non-stop action soon draw anglers from neighboring cottages. But no need to worry, there's more than enough fish to go around. A rubber net is essential for repeated releases. Though heavy, the net protects the walleye as it slips in and out of the net. here's another nice catch. The fish come fast and furious from all directions.
Vraiment content.
This slab would give anyone reason to smile. The weighted hooks are being literally destroyed by the walleye barrage. Time to refresh the gear. With the sheer number of fish being caught, Air Tamarac outfitters should add a warning about angler's elbow to their brochure. Without the boat even moving an inch, the frenzy continues. As our underwater cameras show, a static lure is effective, but deadly when given action. There's always time for a bit of romance. The commotion caused by scouring a walleye hole will often draw in hungry pike, but perhaps the underwater cameras have made them shy. When it comes to walleye, the end of the day often rewards patient anglers. Here's a good example. Having lost track of time and the number of fish caught, our trio heads back to camp with flashes of green and yellow sure to color their dreams. The sun sets on Lake Hebert, and tomorrow, one of the Blanchard family's pilots will swoop onto the water in a float plane to pick up our anglers. The rumble of a propeller gets closer as the air taxi arrives. The gloomy skies force everyone to hurry into the plane. Cloud sealing is still fine for takeoff, but Air Tamarac never takes a chance with guest safety. The plane will soon leave the tranquil majesty of Lake Hebert, marking the end of this adventure with the Quebec Outfitters Camp. We'd like to thank the Blanchard family and everyone at Air Tamarac Outfitters for our visit to Walleye Heaven. We'll see you next week. Quebec Outfitters Camp has been brought to you by Fréchette et Fils Marine, Quebec Outfitters, Remington, and Can-Am BRP.